Welcome back. I wanted to share with you just a quick tutorial about how to apply your foundation. There are, depending on what you want to accomplish, there are some, routines that you can do that just involve a couple of steps, and then there are some that involve a few. So I will just share with you what my basic routine is for an everyday look. So keep watching. So first and foremost, it's very important to have proper skincare for your skin in order for your makeup to look its best on you. So every day, make sure that you're properly cleansing your face and removing your makeup before you go to sleep. You don't want to sleep with your makeup on, no matter how great the makeup is. It's very important to make sure that you clean off your face properly and to add the moisturizer that's necessary for your skin. What I use to moisturize is the Olay Complete product. I do have a couple of these. This one actually has the SPF 15 in it for normal skin, and so I don't need to use a lot, but I do need to use a moisturizer. I don't care what type of environment you're in, whether it's cold, dry, or humid and hot. It's definitely important to do this. Now secondly, depending on what type of coverage you want. Now, I think most of you don't want to have a whole lot of makeup on your face throughout the day, especially if it's just your everyday makeup look. I've grown to really love the Makeup Forever HD foundations. Right now I'm using the HD Makeup Forever in 128. This foundation is actually very nice. It's not too heavy and it covers what I want to cover. But depending on the type of application and the type of coverage you want will determine on what you do to apply your foundation. So that involves my foundation, and it's either going to involve a stippling brush, one like this. This is the Makeup Forever brush, the 55N, or a synthetic brush like this. This is a foundation brush, and any one will do. But this is the 30N brush with Makeup Forever. For a softer look, and it's just everyday makeup, I will use a stippling brush. And it's a very easy technique, and the brush really does the work for you. Now if I want to do the stippling brush, but then I want to add additional coverage, I'll use this brush in just a patting type of application. So I'll do a zoom up so you can really see the product working, and let's get started. Okay, hello. Is that close enough for you? Well, here you can see that I definitely do have some imperfections in my skin. So I have my freckles both here at the tops of my cheeks. It's also a good idea to invest in a face primer. I'll use the Makeup Forever HD primer here. Not sure if you can see that really well. That's what it is. And this is 0, the number 0. It's very neutral. Now, unless you have some sort of redness in your skin or some yellow pigments that you want to tone down, then it will require different numbers. But for me, I'm just going to use the number 0. And I'm going to be using the foundation brush, as you see here. And I've gotten the product on the brush, and I'll just sweep it all over my face. Now, you want to do this even after your moisturizer. So I still add this on. After I let my moisturizer set for at least maybe 5 minutes, then I'll add this on. So again, this acts as a nice barrier to protect your skin from your makeup and from the elements that are outside in these climates that we live in. Okay, so we'll let that set. So now it's time for our foundation. I use about this much of the product. Again, this is the stippling brush here. Just going to dab that in. So just the tops of that brush has the product. And you can see there. And then I'm just going to begin to swirl this product on my face. Okay, so we're just going to keep swirling this product in. You want to make sure you go all the way down to your jawline too. The perfect way to test your foundation is right along your jawline. So when you go to your local makeup store, like Sephora would be a great example, where you can go and test your products before you purchase. If you go ahead and test the product out on your jawline here, it should be able to pretty much blend right away into your skin. So the point about makeup is to look good wearing makeup without looking like you're wearing a ton of it. So that's why it's important that you test first and then check for the fact that it can blend into your skin. So now I'm left with this finish, and that's just using this stippling brush. So I'm gonna just dab the product from my hand here. I don't know if you can see that really well. Okay, then what I'll do is just go in and dab this product. And just keep dabbing. And eventually, it will go away. Okay, so if you have any of the other imperfections that you want to make sure you cover around your face, if you have freckles on your forehead, on your cheek like I do, a little bit on the chin, just doing this will help reduce the appearance of those. So there is, I'm sure you can see, a visible reduction in my freckles, my little skin imperfections that I have. What I will do actually is use a powder brush, just because that's what I do mostly for my makeup routines. Now I'll use this brush and just tap that into the brush powder. And I'm going to use a loose powder, and this is just a little quad from Makeup Forever. Okay, so it's a loose powder. Okay, and then I'll just go ahead and proceed to swirl the product and powder into my face. It's also now important, after you've applied your foundation, to apply a concealer. I'm using this HD liner. You can see it there. Just click this dial, like that, and then I can just apply it directly onto my eyes here. I'm gonna do a little bit down my nose. My focus is just going to be right here in this area, okay? Because I want the light to shine right here. I will use this Makeup Forever synthetic brush number 5N to blend out my concealer. Okay. Now you can also accomplish some extra coverage just by tapping. Okay, if you need to use a larger brush, you can do that. But for now, I'm just going to use this smaller one here. Okay. I'm just going to blend this in. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Alright, so that's after the concealer. Okay, so I want to use this padded sponge to apply my powder. And so because it's so close to my eyes, using a brush can do some of the work, but I want to get really close in, especially for any type of creases that might be below your eye. You want to really set that powder. Okay, there should be no shine there.